Good morning to everyone, and welcome to this short course of the P166 program of ANDAD. My name is Angel Gonzalez. I am the officer in charge of the Division Technology and Logistics and also the head of the Technology Innovation and Knowledge Development branch that is responsible for coordinating the preparations of these courses. Today we have a very special course, not only because it's the last course in 2025, but also because it's the last time that one of our speakers, this very distinguished expert and very dear friend, Rolf Traeger, will be participating in one of these courses. He has been one of the mainstays of this program for many years, contributing his ideas and his knowledge to short courses, but also to the regional courses that we organize in all the developing regions of the world. And I'm sure that many of the former participants benefited greatly from his contribution to the course. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank Rolf for his commitment and as I said, for all the wealth of knowledge that he has been willing to share with the participants in the course. So, having said that, I would also want to say a couple of words about what we plan to do with the course in 2026. As you know, and as we have been saying already in earlier courses in 2025, we are faced with a very difficult financial situation in the UN in general and in UNTAD in particular, which is forcing us to reconsider some of the delivery modes of our program. For 2026, we are targeting to have at least one regional course. If possible, we will try to have two. And we will develop a hybrid delivery mode to alleviate the fact that we will not have sufficient resources to mobilize as many participants as we usually do in person to attend the course at the facility where it is delivered. In this case, our intention is to organize the course for the Latin America and the Caribbean region in Buenos Aires in collaboration with the Faculty of Economics of the University of Buenos Aires. We are starting the process for organizing this, and as I said, taking a serious look at the methodology so that we can maintain the quality of the course, of the training activity, while moving to a hybrid form of delivery. We are also going to increase the number of short courses that are delivered here in Geneva. This year, in 2025, we already deliver 7 rather than the usual 6, and in 2026, we have already scheduled, reserved the facilities for 8 short courses, 4 in the first half of the year and 4 after the summer. We already identified the topic of 1, I think, but we'll soon have a complete program that will be shared with you and with your missions so that you can save the dates for those courses, which I'm sure will be as interesting and as useful for you as delegates as it has been the case in the past. So I don't want to take more of your time, and I am now passing the floor to Randa, who will introduce the speakers and explain the program of the day. Randa?
Thank you so much, Angel, for your recap and your review of your program and for your welcoming remarks to the delegates. Yes, I know that there is probably, the room will have more delegates come in throughout the short course, but of course this will also allow for an in-depth discussion, for exchange, and so on. So welcome to the last short course that will be held this semester. This short course is actually indeed, as Angel had mentioned, a very special course. because you're here, of course, and because one of UNCTAD's excellent economists who's been, in fact, as Angel had said, who've been consistently delivering in the regional courses of P166, in actually putting the roadmap for it and putting the program for it, the curriculum, the methodology. So this is indeed a very special course, and you're going to be missed actually greatly, Rolf. So maybe you can come back as a visiting professor to P166. So with this, I'm going to introduce Rolf, and also we have Stefan. We didn't forget about you, Stefan. It's just that we're also doing the farewell. Mr. Rolf Traeger is the chief of the least developed countries section of UNCTAD. He coordinates the research and writing of the UNCTAD flagship publication, which is the least developed countries report and the vulnerability profile series on the least developed countries, pre-qualified for graduation. He manages projects of technical assistance on development policies and undertakes capacity building and training activities for government officials, researchers, and students in both the public sector and in academic institutions of developing countries. He has worked at the United Nations for almost 35 years, so 3 decades and a half, and he holds a PhD in economics from the Graduate Institute of International Development Studies in Geneva and a master's degree of science in economics from the University of Lausanne. And then to my far right, Mr. Stefan Kissodoris, who also actually taught in P166 regional courses. I believe once, Stefan, you taught twice in Pakistan and in Egypt. So he was with us in Pakistan for the Asia Pacific course a few years back, and also in Egypt for the Arab region course. Stefan is an economic affairs officer. He's also in the section headed by Rolf. He has more than 15 years of experience in economic research and international cooperation with a focus on trade, climate change, and commodity markets. Before coming to UNCTAD, he held staff positions at the World Bank in DC, GIZ in Berlin, and United Nations Economic Commission for Africa in Addis Ababa. He also has a PhD in economics from the University of Basel and a master's degree from the University of Vienna and Vienna University of Technology. Welcome, Stefan, as well. So today we're going to be looking on LDCs and the whole issue and the whole matter of policy space. Should LDCs graduate very soon? Should they speed this process, or should they take their time? And this will be the place where you will actually get the best policy advice and advisory services on this specific issue. So we will see that it's important to continue getting the benefits and the packages and to take that space you need instead of having to jump ahead quickly just to graduate to satisfy whomever and wherever. So we will see this today. Let's start with the first session, which is entitled, as you see, Should LDCs Graduate Later Rather Than Sooner? And you will also see a huge focus on your policy space and as countries here. Rolf, over to you.